recording. Thank you for that. Okay, so the word thoughtless. What do we mean by a thoughtless person? What do we mean by a thoughtless person? By a thoughtless person.
By thoughtless person, we usually mean a person who acts
without considering
how other people might feel.
Yes. What can make a person's face turn pale? What can make a person's face turn pale? Fright, fear,
sickness, etc.
And hailstones can make
hailstorms
can make a person's face turn pale. What meaning does the suffix ish give when we add it to an adjective? What does the suffix ish give when we add it to an adjective? The suffix ish
gives
the meaning
gives the meaning of rather or more or less when we add it to an adjective.
So give me an example. The door is not exactly green.
The door is not exactly green, but is greenish.
Greenish, yes. Okay, so we can also use ish when we talk about the time of day. Give me an example of ish used to speak about a time of day, please. So I usually wake up.
I usually wake up at 6-ish or 6:15-ish, 6-ish, and then I get up to my children.
I get my children up.
I get my children up
at 7-ish.
At 7 o'clock. 7-ish.
Yes, 7-ish. What are the three forms of light? The three forms of light
of light are
light, lit. Do you keep any candles at home in case there's a failure in the electricity supply? Do you keep any candles at home in case there's a failure in the electricity supply? Yes, I keep.
Yes, I keep some candles at home
in case there is a failure.
In case there is a failure on the electricity supply.
What kind of things do you think make a party a failure? What kind of things do you think make a party a failure? I think the kind of things.
I think the kind of things
that make a party a failure.
That make a party a failure are bad music, food,
a lack of wine.
Drinks.
A lack of wine.
Yes, no good wine, no good music, or no good food.
So remember the word lack of falta
yes,
a lack of good wine.
A lack of good wine. Or a lack of wine.
Yes, a lot of wine. Yeah. Okay. Upset. What would I mean? What would I mean if I said my plans for the future have all been upset by the interference of my father? What would I mean if I said my plans for the future have all been upset by the interference of my father? If you said
that your plans for the future have been upset by the interference of your fathers, you mean that your plans have been changed? No.
Yeah, he changed your plans, or you had to make changes to your plans. Yeah.
He changed your plans.
Yes. Yeah, he changed your plans. Yeah. If you upset a glass of red wine over someone, what would you say and do? If you upset a glass of red wine over someone, what would you say and do? If I upset
that
a glass of red wine, over someone,
over someone,
I'd say,
well, I'm terribly sorry.
And would offer to
pay for the clothes and
to be cleaned. Yeah. If I said I was feeling very upset today, what would I mean? If I said I was feeling very upset today, what would I mean? If you said you were feeling
if you said that you're feeling very upset today,
you mean
you mean that you are very
not happy,
not happy and unpleasant today.
Because
Pleasant.
something unpleasant had happened. Because
something unpleasant had happened.
Not pleasant, pleasant. Unpleasant had happened. Yeah. So I don't know, my aunt from Cordoba had an accident that would make me feel upset. Something like that. Yeah.
Makes me upset. Okay.
Yeah.
Makes me.
Okay, so how would you feel and what would you do if all your plans for the future were wrecked through some accident or piece of misfortune? How would you feel and what would you do if all your plans for the future were wrecked through some accident or piece of misfortune? If all my plans...
if all my plans for the future have been
wrecked through some accident
or some accident or
misfortune,
or misfortune, misfortune. I feel very sad and try to change them, or I try to change them to organize again.
Yes. To try again, maybe to try again.
To try again and made it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Describe what happens in a shipwreck. Describe what happens in a shipwreck. In a shipwreck.
In a shipwreck,
a ship
sinks
as a result of.
As a result of being attacked
or hitting
damage for bad weather.
By bad weather, yeah, or
by bad
hitting
weather,
rocks, or hitting rocks.
Yes.
Do you think the sale of weapons by one country to another is wrong? Do you think the sale of weapons by one country to another country is wrong? Yes, I think.
Yes, I think that
the sale of weapons
one
by
country
one
to another
country
is
to another is
by one country to another is wrong.
Who can the owner of a what can the owner of a shop do in order to increase sales? What can the owner of a vineyard do in order to increase sales? In order to increase
sales, the owner of a vineyard can reduce their prices, to apply a new discount, or for example, to offer a tasting for new clients.
That's very good. Yeah, and advertise a lot in the press.
Advertise a lot on press or online.
Yeah, online as well.
Online.
Yeah. If you had a car for sale, where would you place an advertisement? If you had a car for sale, where would you place an advertisement? If I had a car for sale.
If I had a car for sale, I place an advertisement on mercadolibre.com or auto.com, for example.
Okay, so are there any particular times of year in this country when all the shops have sales? Are there any particular times of year in this country when all the shops have sales? Yes, there are some.
Yes, there are some particular year of
times of year.
Time of year
in this country
where
when
all
the shops
are
sales.
Have sales. Sorry.
When?
Sales.
On Black Friday?
For example, on Black Friday, or for example, in online, in Cyber Monday.
Yeah. Or just after Christmas in Europe.
Yes, in Europe, Christmas, and in the case, for example, for Christmas, Pascuas is
Easter.
In Easter, after Sunday Easter's,
Easter Sunday. After Easter Sunday.
After Easter Sunday, the supermarket reduce the price of the eggs.
The Easter eggs. Yes. Yes. It's my favorite time. Yes.
Yes.
The best time to buy chocolate. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, do you get annoyed by commercial breaks on TV? Do you get annoyed by commercial breaks on TV? Yes, no?
Yes, I get annoyed by
By
commercials
commercial
breaks
breaks on TV.
on TV,
On TV.
especially in the elections time, because a lot of politicians
Yes.
um, um, made their announcement or their advertisement, I want to say.
Yes. Yeah, there's so a lot of political advertisements at this time.
The political advertisement this time.
At this time, yes. Name two companies that are big commercial rivals, please. Name two companies that are big commercial rivals. So, Pepsi Cola and Coca Cola.
Pepsi Cola and Coca Cola are big commercial rivals,
yeah.
or McDonald's and McDonald's and
Burger King.
Burger King are big commercial rivals. Yes.
Who's the biggest commercial rival to Altigal? Who's the biggest commercial rival?
No, because in the case of wineries, we have there are a lot of competence, a lot of
competition.
The competence, a lot of competition. Because, for example, in Argentina, there are about 500 wineries that export to different markets around the world. So there are a lot of wineries to compete.
A lot of commercial rivals.
A lot of commercial rivals, but yes, no one, no two.
Yes, and I think there's a lot of cooperation between the wineries as well. So
yes,
it's not
yes, exactly. Instead of competition, there are a lot of cooperation, because Argentinian wine is only the 2% of the volume of the around the world of the international volume. So instead of compete, we try to cooperate with between wineries, Argentinian wineries.
Yes, yeah, I think that's healthy as well, because if things go well for your winery, they will go well for other wineries as well. It's not a zero-sum game.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly. Yes. Yes.
Okay, so we sometimes use the words some, somebody, and something in questions instead of the usual any, anybody, and anything. We generally do this when we expect a positive answer, and especially when we offer something to somebody. For example, we say, "Would you like some more tea? Is there somebody here you are looking for? Would you like me to buy something nice for Christmas?" When do we use some, somebody, and something in questions instead of the usual any, anybody, and anything? We use some.
We use somebody, and something instead of the word anybody,
and anything.
And anything
when we expect
a positive answer,
and especially
when we offer something to somebody.
Yep. So an example: would you like some wine with your meal? Did somebody just ring the bell, or would you like something nice for dinner? Give me an example of each. Would you like some?
Would you like some wine
with your meal?
With your meal? Oh, yeah. I don't remember.
Did somebody ding dong? Did somebody just ring the doorbell?
Did somebody just ring the doorbell?
And would you like something nice for dinner?
Okay. Would you like something else for dinner?
Yes. Over. Okay. So more than. So it says here, my brother is over 2 meters tall. Okay. So if I say my brother is over 2 meters tall, he's more than 2 meters tall. What do I mean if I say that my brother is over 2 meters tall? If you say
that your brother is over 2 meters tall, you mean that your brother
is more than.
You mean that he's more than 2 meters.
Just tall. Yeah.
Tall, 2 meters tall.
So basement. Basement is usually the part of a house that's below the ground. So it's usually a room, not just a cellar. It's usually a room underneath a house. It's normally a proper room. Does the building where you live have a basement? Does the building where you live have a basement? Yes? No?
No. The building where I live doesn't have
a
a basement.
Okay, so a bargain. The word bargain is something that we pay a lot less than the correct or the normal price for. So if you have a sale and you buy something and it's very good value, it's a bargain. But it doesn't have to be a sale. So if I buy a car from my neighbor who's selling his car and I pay $4,000 and it's worth $5,000, it's a bargain. It's a very good price.
Okay.
Is it possible to find some really good bargains in the sales? Is it possible to find some really good bargains in the sales? Yes, it's possible.
Yes, it's possible to find some really good bargains in the sales.
In the sale. Is it possible to find some really good bargains in your guest shop? Is it possible to find some really good bargains in your guest shop? Yes, of course.
Yes, it's possible to find really good wines.
Good bargains. Good bargains.
Good bargains in my wine shop.
Yes.
In this wine shop.
Yes. Yeah. So there's always a bargain to be found. Yeah. When you go to a market, the word bargain also means negotiate. So negotiate a price. Yeah. So when you go to a market, do you bargain over the prices? When you go to a market in Turkey, do you bargain over the price? Yes. When I go to a market.
When I go to a market, I bargained
over the prices. Over the prices.
Bargain over the prices. Over the price.
Do you bargain with your suppliers? Yes.
Yes, but I tried. I hate. I hate a little to bargain a price of some prices. I try to that our suppliers offer the best price to avoid because if you don't if they don't offer the best price, I have the feeling that they are keeping some money or keeping the best offer for us. So I try to that the suppliers offer their best cotization or their best offer.
Yeah, so the first price should be the best price.
Yes, exactly. In general, I try that to set that political
policy,
that policies.
Yeah, that policy. Yeah, sometimes you can bargain by volume, right? So you can say, if I purchase 10, then give me a discount.
Yes, in that case, yes.
Yeah. Okay, the word caution. So caution. So there's different meanings of the word caution. Caution means to take care, but also the police can give you a caution, like a warning. So sometimes in other countries, not so much here, if you make a mistake when you're driving, they give you a caution, which means if you do it again, then you will get a penalty. Yeah, but it doesn't always happen here. Yeah? Cautiously is con cuidado. So in what kind of situations do people have to act very cautiously? In what kind of situations do people have to act very cautiously? People have to act
very cautiously in dangerous situations.
Yes. How many times do the police caution you about bad driving before they take your license away? How many times do the police caution you about bad driving before they take your license away? The police caution you.
The police caution you 3 times
for bad driving.
About bad driving before they take
your license.
they take your license away.
Away. Yes. Okay. Last thing for today, the expression "hard up." Okay, means with very little money. So at the beginning of the month, I've got lots of money, but at the end of the month, I'm hard up. Yeah.
Yes, hard up.
Hard up. Yeah. So normally a person who's hard up has very little money, very little money. Yeah. So what does the idiom hard up mean? What does the idiom hard up mean? The idiom means, sorry, the idiom hard up means?
The idiom hard up means with very little money.
Yes. Give me an example. Give me an example. Okay. So
we were so hard up, so we can't buy a bottle of wine.
Yes, that's very hard up. Yes.
Very hard up.
Very hard up. Yes, terrible. You wouldn't wish that on anybody. No, to be fair, in this country, there are a lot of hard up people at the moment. Yeah.
Yes, it's a complicated situation.
Yes, let's hope that changes. Yeah. So whoever is the government, it doesn't matter as long as it gets better.
No. Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll stop here. Thank you very much, and thank you for letting me record you. Yeah, so
no, it's okay
for training. Yes.
No, thank you very much, and see you on the
tomorrow.
Next, Thursday.
Is it next
tomorrow
Thursday?
I'm going to.
Yes, of course. Sorry, I apologize for that. Yes.
Yes.
Good luck to your son and his team.
Thank you very much.
How old is your son?
Thank you.
How old?
My son.
How old is your son? Yes.
My son is 11 years old.
Okay. So it's a junior team.
Yes, a junior team. Yes.
So that age is great. Children of that age, they love sports. So it's,
yes, in the case of my son, he loves play football. So it's nice to me to support him.
Yes, it's nice at that age. It's not so serious. If they play football 16, 17, 18, sometimes it's a bit too serious. So it's a nice age.
Yes. At this age, they are enjoying the football but well, we will see in the future.
Yes, yeah. So well, good luck. Have an excellent weekend, and see you.
Thank you. The same.
See you next week.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.